Greetings to everyone. We're His Imperial Majesty Hosu Agelo Bagan Akbar I, the paramount monarch of the monarchy of Ganlodo, which is a maroon monarchy or kingdom, believe it or not, situated here in the United States of America. Normally we make videos on the subject of Vodun, which is our African tradition, and just African culture in general. But this particular video is made from the perspective of looking at the status of African male-female relationships and the fact that people are not being honest with one another. So, this video is, what do you represent versus who do you represent? And they can be the same. When they are different, then there's a problem. This video is very short, very simple. This goes for my Christian friends. We don't have any Muslim friends, but when we do get Muslim friends, this will go for you too. And this goes for people in African tradition. So don't get the message construed, mixed up, because I am a king in the African tradition and a priest and one that teaches and lives African tradition. This is universal when it comes to African people. Some may say, well, this go for white people too and Chinese people. We're not concerned with anybody but African people. So that's why we say that. The question, and this is to our sisters in particular. Now the sisters could come with another video just as valid, right? But this is to our sisters because for one reason, we notice a trend consistently with sisters kind of doing what their man does, right? And a lot of times the man never really, thinks to check if that woman is really down with what she is saying she's down with, which happens to be what he's down with, right? So he could be a Muslim, a Christian. He could be a Saints fan, a Cowboys fan, Indianapolis, or just a sports fan in general, and when he met her, she wasn't a sports fan. When he met her, she wasn't a Muslim. She wasn't a Christian. She wasn't in African tradition, right? The question to the sisters is, are you loyal to your man? Or are you loyal to a cause? AKA, are you loyal to something greater than even yours and his relationship? For instance, if you really believe in a particular entity, a spiritual entity, or something as silly as a game or a sport or whatever, if that man is not doing that anymore, he don't believe in it, or he flipped the script, or he does something that's against that God you both believe in, that whatever it may be, are you just going to go with whatever he's with, or are you loyal to the cause? For instance, let's take it on a bigger level. Somebody that's about freedom fighting, civil rights and all of that stuff, right? And this man, he's talking about he's in the civil rights. Now you in the civil rights, right? Will you be in civil rights? Will you be in the freedom fighting if that man some kind of way loses his mind and says, no, I ain't with that no more? Because the reason why we're asking this question to you sisters and everybody is because we keep seeing this pattern of women who they're with whatever that man is with long as they're together. When they break apart, you can never tell that woman's with that. We've been on Facebook recently. We've seen people from our hometown of Mobile that claim to have been down with various things back in the day, women, and you see their page, no, and you find out they're not with a man that's in that particular thing that they swore up and down they was with. We've seen women who have bashed Christianity, who have bashed Islam, you know, when they were with a guy who had knowledge that went contrary to these traditions. Now they're not with them, then they're back into that. They never left it. That's the point. One of the points of this video. We've seen women that bash the enemy, you know, the Yovo, the Tuba, so-called white people. We've seen them. And then we see them now on Facebook and various other places. Some of them married to them. If they're not married to them, they're okay with their children being with them. That's because they never was with that. They were fronting for that man. So you have the cause, which may have been represented by whatever they believe, you know, don't deal with the Yovo, the non-African. That's the cause, so to speak. But then there's the man and there's the woman, right? There's no dedication to any causes. Now, why are we saying all of this? For one reason, the sisters need to check themselves about this. Now, there are going to be some women who's looking at this video who agree, who are going to say they agree. But we're questioning you also. Yeah, a lot of your actions are, we don't know if you're really about a particular cause or if you're about that man. And so therefore, if you're about that man, you're about that cause. Now, that could be a Christian thing. What they say in Christianity, the man is the head of the household. And it kind of implies, and some preachers and even Christians have even said that, you know, a woman needs to do what the man say. I tell you what, if you're an African person, so-called black person looking at this, that's not African. You know, if that woman sees something that man is doing that's absolutely stupid, she should step up on it. Something that a belief system that is like not in line with their household, she should step up on it. Not just be quiet and just go with the flow. But once again, this is not at Christians. This is in general about African people, in particular African women. What are you really about? Are you about a man or are you about a bigger principle? Our website, Quilombo Restoration and Healing, is restorationhealing.com. The monarchy's website is Gunlodo Kingdom, Gunlodo Monarchy, but the website address is gunlodokingdom.com. That's GANLODO kingdom.com. We could be reached at ekaibo@gmail.com. That is EKAAKILOMBO at gmail.com. Odigba.